Hi, I'm Johnny. Welcome to Johnny Likes, the show where I talk about movies that I like. Today I'm reviewing The Martian.
You tell him, Johnny! You tell the world!
The Martian was directed by Ridley Scott and it was based on the book written by Andy Weir. Matt Damon stars as Mark Watney, an astronaut who gets stranded on Mars and must use his wits to survive. You ever just want to feel good? Of course you do. That's a stupid question. Who doesn't want to feel good? Do you ever just want to watch a movie that's a little bit corny and kind of predictable, but it makes you feel good? A little comforted, maybe even a little optimistic about humanity? Well, I do, and apparently lots of other people do too, as this film was quite the hit on its release. And I can see why. It's got a talented, likable cast, and it's a fresh take on a familiar story. Damon basically gets shipwrecked, but on a grander scale. And you know that Damon's gonna make it home, and it's just a matter of how. And it's a fill-in-the-blank story from there. So I love me some hard sci-fi, and this is one of the finest examples of the subgenre that I can think of. Everything in this movie is as realistic as possible when it comes to the science and space stuff. The production even consulted with NASA to make sure that they were as accurate as possible. That's the point of hard sci-fi. Everything is supposed to be taking place in our universe, with our reality. And Watney solves his problems by sciencing the shit out of them, to paraphrase. It's fun having smartass Watney explain his solutions to the problems as they arise. He breaks the seemingly insurmountable task of getting off of Mars into compartmentalized, achievable goals. I think in this movie they got the delicate mixture of how much science to show versus how much action and how much heart. The balance was pretty good for me. Some people would want more action, less science. Some more drama, less science. Some would want more science. You know, you can't please everyone. I was emotionally invested in all the characters, and since there was no real bad guy, I wanted pretty much everyone to win, and I enjoy stories like that. I know it's kind of lame, but I really like utopian sci-fi, where morals and ethics are a thing and are held to a high standard. It's nice. Probably why I like Star Trek so much. I can only assume that since this movie came out, it's been shown in countless high school science classes to illustrate scientific principles in a non-boring manner. But don't let the science stuff scare you off if that's not your thing. This is a rousing action-adventure movie with lots of funny and touching moments. It's family-friendly, the performances are wonderful, it looks great, and it's just a generally very enjoyable, well-made movie. I have very little to say about the film that's negative, but I got a few nitpicks. First off, it drags a little bit before the climax at the end. It is a little bit long, even though I could have used another hour on the movie, personally. The Chinese and American governments working together to bring one man home and spending billions of dollars doing it. I liked it, but probably not the most realistic thing. They also don't really ever show Watney despair all that much. Sure, he's bummed and he realizes that he'll probably die on Mars, but you never really see him get all that despondent. There's no him staring down the airlock and contemplating just walking out moment. That they didn't have this moment was kind of inspirational, but also a little bit unrealistic. Astronaut or not, he's gonna have some dark thoughts in those times. Yeah, that's about it for negatives for me, really. After watching the movie the first time, I read the book, and it's fantastic. I had most of the same problems with the novel, but it's wonderful source material, and I'm glad that they were able to stick so closely to it. So I'm going to rate The Martian at a 4.5 out of 5. So if you like the movie, I'd recommend reading the book and Andy Weir's other novels. They're all very science fiction-y and just quite good. So those are my thoughts on The Martian. Please leave yours in the comments. Like and subscribe. Hey, it's quick, free, relatively painless. Helps me out. Thanks for watching me talk about movies for a little bit, and you can tune in next time to see what else Johnny likes.